Women in Iraq, they have a lot of challenges. There's a lot of traditions that affected on women positions in society, and the woman control on the man. I mean, control on everything, on authority, on society, on economic. So that's very affected on women's life.
It's definitely the same case with Kurdistan. I think there's a lot of stigma between the relationship between men and women, so it's still kind of a taboo subject. Men and women can't be friends because society just won't allow it for some reason. If a man and a woman do the same thing, for the man it's acceptable, but for the woman she'll be shunned from society, or maybe possibly even killed and exposed to a lot of gossip and violence. So it's very, very difficult for women to maintain and have healthy relationships with men.
I think the family in Iraq is an unsafe environment to women in Iraq. Even the women can't take the decision related to their own life, like a marriage, like a study, like a work. So I think it's very difficult to live in an environment like this.
It's a very difficult and complicated situation, especially in Kurdistan. Even if your own family is okay with you, with women like having male friends, going out, you know, just practicing just a little bit of freedom, then the society will judge you, not just your family. Even if your family is okay with it, maybe your relatives will not be okay with it. So they'll control you, or society, they'll find some way to punish you. In Erbil, it's more scrutinized. The relationship between men and women is more scrutinized. So in Celui-ci, things are a bit looser, people are a little bit freer, because, you know, there are a lot of young people there, so you can't just not expect them to have healthy relationships, because this is not normal the way we're living right now, and it needs to change.
Even in Baghdad, it's the same things, because it depends on the place, it depends on the families. In Baghdad, there's different places and different kinds of life. In the south of Iraq, the tradition and the families is totally control on behavior of women, and I think they are fighting to get a little bit of their rights, their normal life. But I think it's still so simple and so limited.
I think through the help of social media and raising awareness, and you know, there are a lot of more and more feminists coming out and speaking out. So I definitely think we have a brighter future ahead of us, and maybe not too far in the future. I think it's coming very soon. In today's society, it's more easier to see how other women in other countries are living. So when, for example, in a country like France, where the women are liberated, when we see that, you begin asking questions in your mind. Why don't I have the same quality of life as them? Why do I face so much oppression?
The women's organizations doing a very important work to empowerment of women in Iraq. So I think it's a sign to a good future to women in Iraq, but it needs time, maybe 10 years.
Yeah, it's definitely improving, because in the past, even women didn't support other women, you know? So sometimes we can be our biggest enemies, but nowadays I think women are becoming more and more conscious about their own rights, more self-aware, so there's a lot of women female support.